Hey Reddit.
People who have actually had sex with a step relative. What was the aftermath?
90% of our viewers are not subscribed. 10% are absolute legends.
We were on a family holiday in Spain and the apartment was quite small, so a few of us slept in the living room. I was almost asleep when I heard my older brother get a hand job from my stepsister. I had forgotten about the sounds until now, so thanks bro. I don't think they had sex, maybe without me knowing, but I don't think there was any aftermath besides extreme awkwardness on my part for the rest of the holiday and a significant time afterwards.
Now I think about it, they were both ill for a few evenings that holiday, so now I realize that was bullshit and it was Bang City.
Watching you realize all of this in the comments is great.
My stepbrother is also my brother-in-law. He married my sister and they have 2 kids. This isn't a good story though. They were dating before our dad and his mum started dating. So we all met as adults. And I knew him originally as my sister's boyfriend, and then it got weird on paper cause our parents married.
Did your parents meet through them, or did they not know they were dating?
Not me, but my older brother. For years the story was he got the clap from this older woman who took his virginity. A month ago he told me the truth. He got the clap from our stepsister, who at one point tried to sleep with me too.
He clapped dad ass. And dad ass clapped back.
Bro, you were almost Eskimo brothers with your brother. Through your sister. Now that's a sentence.
Had a coworker who was sleeping with his stepsister. Both of them were already in college when their parents met and got married. Pretty sure it lasted a while. With them all living in the same house. Eventually got caught by one of the parents, which ultimately led to the parents separating.
Sis loves me.
I don't really get why that would make the parents split up. Everyone's an adult and it's really not weird.
What about half brother and half sister? I have a buddy whose married mum cheated with a younger guy and my friend was the result. When he was an adult, he fell in love with a gal who just happened to be the daughter of the younger guy who had married someone else and had this girl. My friend and this girl got married and had a kid who died young. And then his wife, unknown half-sister, died. This was about 15 years ago. My buddy's mum just told him this year that his wife was actually his half-sister. The mum knew the whole time and never said anything or tried to stop the wedding out of fear of destroying her own marriage.
That's some Greek tragedy type stuff right there.
So many things wrong here. First off, she owed it to him to reveal, if only to him, that the woman he was going to marry was very closely related to him. Second, why the frick would you reveal that so long after she died? You've kept it a secret this long. Carry it to the grave. Don't reveal to your son that the love of his life and mother of his dead child just happened to share a father with him. What the frick?
My sister gave our stepbrother a blowjob on one end of our wrap-around couch. With our grandmother asleep on the other end. Spoiler alert, she woke up. We had some fricked up family dynamics.
Hey, I think I've seen this one before.
Hooked up with dad's girlfriend's daughter before they married. Her mum found out. All she said was, well, I'm glad you two got it out of your system before you're related. Anyways, it was boring and pointless. The whole naughtiness, it was the best part.
So you are to blame for the flood of step-sibling porn epidemic.
My husband's brother secretly dated their stepsister. Only my husband knew about it. Despite him telling his brother that it was a bad idea, he still pursued the relationship. They had to confess to the family because she unexpectedly got pregnant. Their mum was upset and disappointed, but said she'd support their decision to be in a relationship and start their own family. The father, however, could not get on board and pressured his daughter to get an abortion and to end the relationship. They still ended up together and had the baby. A few years later, they both cheated on each other and ended the relationship. Family gatherings are super awkward with my husband's side of the family.
Dude, that sounds really awkward. How often do you go to family gatherings for his side?
My dad was banging my mom's sister and I have a couple of cousin brothers to show for it. Yes, Florida.
Oh dear.
Out of all the weird stories, this short one is by far the best. 2 sentences describing the best Christmases ever. I hate that bloody cousin. But hey, we're brothers, so. Legend.
Absolutely nothing. We were in our 20s when our parents got married. Got drunk one night years later. Smashed. Went about our business. We'd hook up every once in a while afterwards. But just kinda stopped. No fanfare. No drama. And we're still cool. Fun while it lasted. 10 out of 10 would hit again.
Username checks out.
Considering you were both already adults when your parents got married. This is probably as tame as this scenario can get.
This thread is like a car accident. I really don't want to see what people say, but I also can't help but to be curious.
Yeah, it is.
My parents are stepsister brother.
What's your relationship with them like?
So, your dad is also your step-uncle. Your mum is your step-aunt. Not to mention the grandparent dynamics. Flushed.
A girl I worked with had, in my opinion, a really weird situation. Her dad was dating a woman and she was dating the woman's son. All living under the same roof too. I believe they broke up and it got pretty toxic as they kept trying to make their step-sibling jealous by bringing home randoms to sleep with. Imagine explaining that one to the people you're bringing around.
One of my uncles married a woman when they were in their 50s and their 20-something kids ended up falling in love and marrying. So my cousin married her stepbrother. My uncle ended up divorcing and has a third wife, but my cousin is still happily married with 3 kids 20+ years later.
Doesn't matter. Had sex.